Hello, I'm back. I said I would be, and I said it was 7:30, though I weren't sure. But yeah, it is. As per usual, just checking that I'm live in the correct place. You'll have to excuse the light. I am. There I am. Okay, we can get rid of that. Yeah, you'll have to excuse the light. My light in here isn't the best, and it's even worse of a night time, I've just found out. But it's not too bad when we go hands down. So yeah, we'll just have to go with it. Hello, Julie. I've got a question. Are you in your craft room? Have you managed to get up there? I hope so. Yeah, I'll kick Dell out. He's sitting watching Dave, or trying to find Dave, knowing him, to watch him live. So yeah, scrapbook page. You haven't got up there yet. Come on, woman, it's 7:30. Mind you, you don't particularly go to bed early, do you? Compared to me. Right, let's switch cameras. And let me move this slightly out the way. Right, so we have got to play with the Celebration, Expressions, Memories and More cards. I've got those. And along these lines, stamp set and layered thoughts. So that's what we're going to play with. Sorry about the glare. And I've pulled out a piece of 12 by 12 basic white. I also have that matches with the card pack a Daffodil Delight two-tone cardstock, so we can have a play with that. And I've got Pretty in Pink that also matches. I've got a whole sheet and some bits. I don't have a lot of colours of the two-tone as yet, but as soon as that catalogue goes, pre-order goes live, which is next month, I will be ordering a lot because I want them in every colour. Right, I haven't actually got a photo that I want to use, so I am just going to cut a piece of basic white. Let's see if this is big enough. It'll do because it's not quite 6, but I'd be able to cut. It's an 1/8 under 6, so we'll make it an 1/8 under 4, standard size for a photo. Okay, so I've got my photo. Let's pretend, and we're going to have a look. That I love, and that I'm going to use because I just love that. Now we can always back onto one of these cards if we wanted. I think that's a bit of a waste. So let's see what else we've got in here that we want to use. That's a nice one, isn't it? With all the words. I like that too. Oh, I like that. Bubbles, stripes. Don't particularly want candles, so we'll grab those out. So we've got 6 of each, so we've got plenty to be getting on with. I like the banners because I might cut some of those out, and I do like those stripes. I'm just going to place round all the things that I think I might want to use. Spots is nice because that coordinates in with that balloons. And like zigzags. Oh, we'll have that one because that can be for our journaling. What a crowning achievement. Is this going to be for an achievement? I'm not sure. And I quite like that because that tones in with that. And that'll do. Yeah, right. Hi, Kim. Oh, you having something nice for dinner? Hopefully. We're just doing a real quick and easy scrapbook page. Using some of the new products from that I got from on stage. So that's going to be my journal page. I might cut some of those out. That's my photo, and I'm going to back my photo in a moment. What colour shall I back? I think we need to go for a nice bright berry burst. Chicken Kiev and homemade cauliflower chicken. The first bit, beautiful. The second bit, I'll let you keep. If there's one thing. Oh, cauliflower cheese. No, it's not me, I'm afraid. Right, I'm just going to find a piece of berry burst. Hopefully that'll be big enough. Nope. It's going to be one of those, isn't it? No pieces of cardstock that I've got are going to be big enough. They look bright and funky. They do, don't they? It's the celebrations, expressions, memories and more. That was for yeah, making cakes. And I didn't do my making cakes. I was too busy chatting and having fun. I left them. Right, so I'm going to cut this down to 6 1/8 by 4 1/8, and then that will give me just 1/8 of a border round for my standard photo. There's too many people to talk to it on stage to be doing making takes. And I must say, I love the fact that they gave us all our own this year. And it did make it easier and mean we could bring them home with us. Yes, always bring yours home, Juice. Yeah, exactly. I know in the past I made mine and Louise's because Louise was busy chatting, one of my first ones. So I just got everything done for her that she needed so she could then take it home. What I'm going to do is just put a couple of glue dots on the back of here so that I will be able to remove it when it comes to adding a photo. And I'm just going to get my jumper. Excuse my jumper. This is just my hanging around the house jumper. We've been in the garden. Stab it on my jumper to get rid of some of the sticky. Been in the garden after I did my live this afternoon, and you know what it's like. You just sit there, don't you? And then you end up pottering. And Dell came home and brought some bits to mend the fence, so we ended up doing that and a bit sweeping and what have you. So my white jumper that I had on earlier is no longer white, so I had to quickly change. Right, so there is my photo, my journal, and I'm going to use some of the Pretty in Pink two-tone, and I am going to tear it just so a strip's about 1 inch. I really like tearing this paper. And I'm going to grab a piece of the Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to do the same with that. It's been a lovely day, hasn't it? You've been bathroom shopping. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm going to tear it. You notice then I teared it towards me, which left the white in my hand, the white edge, and the other piece that I pulled towards me didn't have a white edge on that side, and because I want the deeper side, I'm using that. But for this one, I'm going to do it away from me to the edge so that I get that white edge on there too. I'm just keeping it to about the inch. So you're having a whole new bathroom, Kim, or just doing bits to the one you've already got? I'd love a new bath. I'd love a wet room. But unfortunately, the budget doesn't stretch. I know when I was diagnosed with the rheumatoid, I got in touch with the council and they fitted some bits for me and that to help. And they said I could have my bathroom done for a wet room. I was like, brilliant. But when it come to it, they wanted to rip everything out that I got in there and replace it with all white council stuff, which I didn't want to do because I've got lovely tiles up that I chose. And so I was like, no, I'll manage with my bath. Shower over the bath. I've got a seat on there that I can sit on and swing my legs around when I need to, so it's okay. Right, so I've just ripped those, and then I've got the one over the other just to hide the straight edge, and we're just going to have those like that. And I think that works quite well with the stripes on here because they're not perfect, or they're all a bit fuzzy, if that makes sense. So we'll have a photo and we'll have a journaling, and then I think I want to use, let's move that out the way. I've got that much stuff on my desk because I'm still sorting. I'll pop that on there like so. I like that. And it is literally going to be a lot of layered up pieces. Which, you know, why not? There's nothing to say you can't just layer pieces on top of one another. I think I'm going to tuck that under there, maybe. And like I say, with these, it's so simple and easy. Kim said, no, we have a wet room that was council grant, but sink too low. So added a new one and cabinet. I was sorry to let my bathroom go, but I was able to have tiles I wanted and colour flooring. I went with the cream floor, much to their horror. And then downstairs toilet replacing everything and managed to get trade prices. So happy. Waited 10 years for a downstairs toilet. Wow. Oh, good on you for sticking to your guns. Mine were just adamant it wouldn't happen. I mean, my whole bathroom is tiled, and they wanted to just give me, you know, the little splashback round the toilet, and I was like, no, not for me. But waited 10 years, that's a long time to go, isn't it? I'm glad you're getting it done. I've said I really want to get our some decorating done this year everywhere's looking tired and needs a spruce up. That's better. I like that better, bringing that up. And this is all it is, just playing around, adding things on, seeing where they look right. I'm going to fussy cut some of these out. That's how I do all my album pages. Stick bits on, have a starting point, and then just put them on, take them off. And this light is terrible for fussy cutting because it's giving me a shadow. Yours looks tired too. Yeah, I mean, we've lived here 15 years. Everywhere's had a go over except for my kitchen. So yeah, it's due. But I got some tester pots for my kitchen and did about 5 different colours on my walls, and I don't particularly like any of them, and they've been up there probably for 5 years or more. Can't decide. So I think I'm going to stick with, it's Tutti Frutti, the colour of the walls, which is very much like Berry Burst. So yeah, I think I'm going to go back to that. It's the only colour in the house other than like creams, and my in here's a natural Hessian, I believe the colour was. It is hard to choose all colours. That's the thing. I mean, I always kept it very bland, neutral everywhere, so that when it did come to decorate and stuff, it's easy. We can accessorise with whatever colour I fancy, and I hadn't got to change everywhere. But the kitchen, we went a bit mad because we've got a real dark charcoal kitchen unit, and Della had always wanted a bright yellow Smeg fridge, which when we moved in here, it's like, right, we can have one, we've got the space. So it's like it got to be a bright colour to coordinate with that, really. And it was him who said pink. I went along with it. Like I say, it's dark charcoal, and then all my accessories are all bright colours. But accessories in bold colours, it does. I mean, I've got a lot of Le Creuset now, their pots and that about, and of course we've just gone all bright colours with those. And yeah, anything goes. I mean, I've got a picture of a duck, like, I suppose it's Coastal Cabana, really, the colour of it, duck on the wall, you know. I mean, how many people have ducks on the wall in the kitchen? But I do, and that's fine. Right, so we've got a few different banners. Unfortunately, they're chopped off at different places, but I don't mind. That's fine. I can go with that. I can doctor that a little bit and bring that like so. Perhaps we can have that one there. And then we'll have this one across here somehow. That's starting to come together. You have one wall in mustard and pebble stone colour in your kitchen. Oh, you pick material from Roman blind and then use the colours on the wall. That sounds lovely, mustard and pebble stone. I bet that's quite funky because like yellow and a grey, I suppose, a warm grey, but quite muted and relaxing in the same way, if that makes sense. Yeah, in here, like I say, it's natural Hessian walls. I've got a lot of grey about, but then I've got pops of colour. my settee is grey with bright coloured buttons in the back to match my curtains. And yeah, things are all colours in here as well. I've got quite an eclectic taste in things. I have antiques in here, I have retro stuff, I have ultra modern. It is, yeah, the pebble stone is a greedy grey. Greedy grey. Julie says, I knew you'd change the direction of the first banner you put down. It was too uniform. Well, yeah, you know me, Julie. The mustard is like a wild wheat. Do you know? Oh, when I first saw wild wheat, I was like, oh gosh, what is that? But I quite like it as a colour. Yeah. Julie, you do know me. I don't like uniform. I like things higgledy-piggledy, which goes with my taste in things, doesn't it? You know, the fact that I just like a mishmash of everything. Yeah. And where did you put your latest new flower ornament? Flower ornament? What flower ornament? I'm lost. Flower ornament. What have I had new? You were literally waiting for me to do. What? I have my new flower on. Yes, it's there. Let's swap cameras. It's here, look. There it is, my bright coloured flowers. My metal stand with just plastic flowers on it. I love it. It's nice. It's bright. It's cheery. I forgot about that then. A flower ornament. See, my brain, it's no good. But yeah, I then recalled. Right, now I've got to try and remember where I had these. So we're going to put this down first. I'm just going to put it down flat. You can see it now. Good. Cat hairs everywhere. So that went somewhere there. Something like that. And that was something like that. You know, everything's something like. I don't measure. I can't measure. Can't be doing measuring. Stick it down. If it looks right, then it's right. And then that needs to go slightly under there. Oh, it's okay. It will go slightly under there. Stick that back down. We'll have that there. Move that down there. It's probably nothing like what it was, is it? I love making just real quick, simple scrapbook pages out of Memories and More, and you know, I've done one for a tutorial, and I've used the ephemera packs for it. You know, we don't always have to stamp. We like stamping. I love stamping, but sometimes we just want to create real quick and easy. And the products that we've got, works so well to do this. I'm going to add that on dimensionals. You know, we've got so many products that aren't stamps. Why not use them as well? You know, they make just as beautiful projects. All right. So we've got that, which can go on there. By Lisa and Julie. The scrap page looks fabulous. So I'll have to watch the rest on catch up time to it. Enjoy your tea, Kim. Thanks very much for jumping on. Bye. Julie, love the colours, but I'm thinking, oh my goodness, that's too nice to glue on and not be seen. Both sides of the papers being lovely. I mess with. Yeah, but Julie, the thing is, in here you get 6 of each. So I've got 6 of those to play with. So it's okay, it's fine. You can use them and glue them down, and it's good for that. That's the good thing about it, having lots of repetitive pieces. We'll have that across there, and then we can tuck it underneath. So yeah, it's good. It's all good. And at the end of the day, it's a piece of paper. And if we're that bothered, what can we do? We can buy more. Right, so I'm liking that as we've got it there. So now we just need some bits of embellishment, a few words, and I'm going to bring the ephemera packs again. Let's just grab those, because these are ephemera packs. Oh no, I was going to use this, wasn't it? See, there's me. You do love matchy matchy. Yeah, see, Stampin' Up all the way, colour coordination. I'm going to use some new products, she says, and I've used one. So we'll have a bit of this. And I think we ought to go happy birthday, maybe, if I can fit it on now. See, we could have a lovely happy birthday up there. Yeah, that'll work nice there. Right, so big block, because this is a big stamp. Now I need to prime this a little bit, because it's a new stamp and it's probably still got a bit of residue on from the manufacturer. So I've got everything everywhere and no room to do anything. Let's just bring in my scrub and I'll give it a clean. I mean, you might get away with using it straight out the packet, you know, they don't all have residue on them, but I don't want to chance it with it being on a scrapbook page. It's not like I can just turn it over. So let's bring this in. And have I got a bit of grid paper? I've got a bit of grid paper under here. A little bit of grid paper. So what colour shall we go? Shall we go Berry Burst? Or shall we bring in... I think the Berry Burst it needs. Oh, let's grab... You know, the other day I went to move all my inks forward on my desk And then when I was sat there, I was like, you know what, this is, I can do it. But now just stretching them, I'm like, I need to move them a little bit closer. It's just that little bit awkward. Right, let's ink this and see. Now, I know it's not all going to fit on here, but it'll just, oh, it will. Just to prove me out to be a liar. Carol, hi, sorry, been watching whilst hubby sorting hubby's birthday for tomorrow. I always stamp on grid paper or scrap paper first to remove residue. Yeah, a lot of the time I forget, I'll be honest, Carol. But yeah, it's always best. That is fab. It's quite dark. But yeah, I like it because it matches in with the yeah, that word. the berry burst there. Right, so we've got a party tomorrow, Carol, or you going out somewhere for hubby's birthday? You're looking forward to getting this stamp set. It's fab, isn't it? It's a lovely, it's a bit different, even though the wording, the actual phrases are what we've had very often, a common. It is a really nice stamp set, and it was $1 Million Achievers stamp set for Barb Brimhall. So well done to her for that achievement. That's fabulous. But yeah, I just love the way it's etched, if you like. But I wonder as well if, because it's like that, it's very forgiving if you haven't stamped it perfectly. Right, so I'm just going to try and line that up straight. Forgive my head if you see it. There we go. Going out, he has actually taken the day off work and he doesn't normally do. Oh wow, fabulous. You can have a nice day. Oh, isn't it nice when they take a day off and you get to go somewhere rather than having a day off because of doctors or some hospital, something like that, you know. So that's that. I like that. So it has turned into a birthday. But that's fine. That's fine. I love that. So we've got that. And I'm not sure if I will use this, though the cake would be nice, wouldn't it? Yes, but typical, the weather not great. Oh, that's not good. Our weather's supposed to be all right, I think. It was gorgeous today. I've been out in the garden all afternoon. Right, let's just see if we can get rid of some of that residue off there, if there is any. I'll grab a block. It'll do. It'll do. It'll do. It doesn't matter if them little lines go off. Let's clean it a bit. Yeah, I think our weather's supposed to be okay tomorrow from what I saw. Now, do I do this in the pink, in the berry burst, or do I choose something different? See, if I put it there, it's giving a... There, it's all one-sided. I'm wondering about on here, you know. I think that could look quite nice. As I was thinking about putting it on the white, but I just think it's not... Oh. Could pop it there. Let's pop it there. We'll go with it. Why not? Oops. Alright, let's try this. Oh, where's that piece of scrap? just to see how this stamps. Beautiful. That's really pretty. That can go in the bin. Right. Let's. Do you know what? I can't wait to be able to have a craft room. And so I can stop all the cat hairs. Lovely. Steve's off tomorrow too. DVLA inspector coming, fingers crossed. And I earmarked tomorrow to try and do a little memory book for my uncle. Well, he doesn't need you, does he? I'm sure he can cope with Mr. DVLA inspector on his own. He's a big boy. And at least if he's occupied, he'll leave you alone. But no, all the best for tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully. And get that sorted. Shock horror. Dell actually brought the pickup home from work. He bought some fencing bits in it. And he's put all the scrap in it to set to work to put in this skip. I'm like shocked because the scrap has been hanging around on the front. No, but because I've been moaning about him being in the garage, he's come up with the idea of, well, fair enough, going out, yeah. That's okay, you can do that. You can go out for the day, it'll be nice. Dell had half day off. When did he have half day off? Was it yesterday? No, day before, Tuesday. Take me to the hospital. You know, he took me to the hospital. We didn't go anywhere else, but we went to the hospital. Day out there. Yeah, right. So I think a few embellishments and we're done. I really like this. But what embellishments would we like? I have pretty and pink dots. Those would look quite soft. Pardon me. Party Saturday night though. Oh, nice. We've got gold hearts. I've got pretty and pink sparklies. I'm not quite sure what colour these are. Party dots. But they look like they would go, actually. They're a little too soft. Yeah. How many embellishments can one person have? Really? Those are the wrong colours. Those are berry bursting. I'm going to finish those off. I have had these a long time. Julie says that page has come together really well. Love those colours. Thanks. They're lovely, aren't they? They are lovely colours. And depending what you put it with, you know, if you back that in a different colour, and you could turn it to more of a masculine look. But yeah, I've gone for a bit more pinky. I'm sure I'll have a photo of Hayden from when he was little that can go on. But yeah, these dots, they've been around quite a while and I've loved them. I've used them for all sorts, and I'm not sure how much longer they will actually be around, so we will use some up. Some pink and some yellow, and I'm putting them in doubles, so that counts as one in my book. I don't know if you do the same, if you put singles, odds, but when they're in doubles that counts as one, so that you can go for another double. Yeah, perhaps should have done pink down there and yellow up there, so that we haven't got the yellow all on the same. That looks okay. Hello, watching on mute, but you love that there are captions. Beautiful out. Thank you, Lou. I thought, you know what, if I'm going to do these Thursday night lives, let's start today. Why not? Yeah, I think perhaps I should have swapped. Mind you, then it's fine. It's fine. Go with it. I'm just, do you know, I get a better feel for what it looks like by looking on the screen rather than down on my piece of paper. And, you know, I think I'm happy with that. I think, yeah, I like that. So there you go. A real easy, I'm not going to say quick 40 minutes, but 40 minutes is quick, isn't it? Considering we can take over an hour sometimes to do a single card. 40 minutes for a scrapbook page is good. New stamps, new memories and more. Love it. Thank you. Yeah, I just, after today, I'd shared what I'd got and I thought, you know what? I want to use my new products and see what we can come up with for that. So, yeah, we've got layered thoughts along these lines and the celebration expressions, memories and more. And that cake is so sweet. I love it. I weren't fussed about that stamp with that, and now the first stamp I've used and I love it. So yeah, right, so let's just flip you back, and again, excuse the lighting, I need to invest. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Something a little bit different, and I shall be back next Thursday, same again, live at 1, where we'll be card making, and then live at 7:30 for scrapbooking. So thank you very much for joining me, and I shall see you all soon. Bye.